What's going on, boys and girls from across the world? This is your man, Mikey Bud, coming at you with another wonderful workout. And today's session is dedicated to my good friends Ted and Florenzia. They've been clients with me for a couple of years, and they always come to LA for about 6 months before heading back over to Italy. But this is going to be a full body workout, one that I've been giving them for the past 6 months as they've been with me. So if you want to do this with a partner or a friend, please, by all means, double up. The only thing you're going to need is a yoga mat, a heavy pair of dumbbells, and then a light pair of dumbbells. And with that all being said, why don't we get started in tabletop position? We'll do some cat cows to begin. And let's start off with about 6 of these. Inhale as you look up, bending backwards. And exhale as you go the other way. And 5 more. Good. Really try to hollow out that belly as you're breathing out, sucking it in. Let's do one more. And exhale. Excellent. Left arm is going to reach forward. Right leg is going to kick back. I want you to just hold still here for a second. Really try to stabilize yourself. And then we're going to go elbow to knee 10 times. So crossing right at the midsection as we exhale. Inhale, reach. 9. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Stretch it out, then lower down. Let's go ahead, switch sides. Right arm's going to reach forward, left leg is going to kick back. Just stabilize yourself first. And when you're ready, in and out 10 times. Eight, 9, and 10. Very good. Gently lower your limbs down. Focusing only on the right knee, we're going to bring it out to the side 10 times. We like to call these fire hydrants. 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. And then switching sides. Out to the side. 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Then from here, we're going to tuck our toes and just lift our knees up a couple of centimeters, maybe 1 inch. And I want you to start to feel your core engaged, not just your arms working here. So really pull the belly in. Try to maintain as flat of a back as you can. Let's take 3 more deep breaths. 3, 2, and excellent. Lower it down, shaking the hands out. And then we're going to lower all the way down onto our belly. Arms by the side, chin to the floor. I want you to lift up your chest and legs at the same time without overcranking your neck. So as we lift up, we're still looking down and lower on the exhale. Let's do 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, looking over to the right. You're going to press the palms against the ground here. First, let's look the other way. And then we're going to bring the chin to the floor and alternate our leg lifts here. So right goes up and then the left. So I really want you to feel this right where your glute starts to meet your hamstrings, right at the top of that thigh there. 6, 9, 10, 13, and a couple more, one for the right, and one for the left. Very good. Bringing the hands out under our shoulders. We're going to do 5 cobras here. So pressing the tops of the feet against the ground. You're going to inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, lower. Good. Little by little, try to use less and less of your hands. Inhale up. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Let's push back into a child's pose just for a moment. Excellent. And then we're going to go ahead and take a seat with our legs out in front of us. Again, still just kind of warming up here, so getting into the groove of things. But I want you to use the core of your the strength of your core to start to lower down slow as you can. 4, 3, 2, and easy down. Dynamically going up and down. We'll do 10. 3, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Fantastic. Drop the knees to the left and to the right. We're going to start to rock ourselves back and forth a few times. And on that third or fourth time, let's find our way to a standing position. Feeling good so far? Good, me too. All right, let's continue with just a little bit of leg warm up. We're going to put the hands onto the hips, or you can hold on to something just in case balance is getting a little frustrating today. And we're going to bring the left leg out 15 times. So just getting into that glute medius muscle, the one that helps to stabilize our pelvis and works in sync with the max and the minimum. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shake it out and then change sides. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 5 more. 3, 2. Excellent. Climbing the rope, really reaching up so we can get those lats stretched out. So the good thing about these YouTube videos is that you can always pause just in case it feels like I'm going too fast or you're not getting the recovery time that you need. The most important thing I want you to do is honor your body today. So if there's any time where you're like, you know what, I need to step back a little bit, or on the other side, you could always say, hey, I need to step it up. By all means, please honor that. Okay, let's take it to some shoulder rolls. And roll it back. Beautiful. Hands go on the hips, and we'll do some hula hoops here, just circling our hips around clockwise. And then the other direction. Yeah, 3, 2, and 1. Split the feet just a little bit wider than your shoulders. Loosen up the arms, and then start to do a torso twist here. Try not to hit your kitty cat if she's right behind you. I'm telling you guys, this cat was literally chilling out on the balcony the entire time. The moment I whipped the camera and tripod out, she's like, "Yep, it's time for me, center of attention." I think she gets it from her father. Go ahead, relax, give it one final shake, and then we'll do some body weight squats to kind of seal the deal on the warm up, all right? So nice and easy down. You want to try to keep your knees behind your shoelaces or your toenails. And then put some of that weight into the heels so you really feel it in the posterior part of your body. Let's keep going for 5, Three more. Two, and one for good luck. Excellent. Very nice. Okay, friends, before we get started, if you need to grab a quick sip of water, pause the video, do that right now. Otherwise, let's get this show on the road. So here's how we're going to be doing this. We're going to incorporate about 6 different exercises, and at the very end, we're going to do some combination stuff, finish it off with some abs. The thing about this workout is I want you to try to hit that moment of where you're starting to feel a little fatigued. So we're going to go based on time. But if by the repetitions you're already feeling fatigued, let's say for example, let's say I'm going to go 1 minute on the clock, but then you're like, Mikey, it's only been 30 seconds and I'm fatigued. That's great. That's awesome. That means you get a little more recovery time, all right? But the whole idea here is that by your third or second to last rep, I want you feeling that change in velocity, whatever exercise it is we're doing, all right? So the first exercise we are going to be doing are the squats. Now, if you want to, you could always go from a chair, hold on to your dumbbells, stand up, and sit down. Or if you're a little obstructed by the width of the chair, you could always bring it up to your shoulders. Just make sure you're doing whatever feels safe and whatever comfortable for you, all right? So I definitely recommend grabbing your heavy weights for this. We have the first round going 1 minute, and give or take a few seconds. I'm actually not using a timer here, but I'm thinking with this amount of weight and that amount of time, we should be able to get maybe 16 reps in. But again, it's by that last 3 or last 2 where I want you feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling it, okay? We got 3 rounds, round 1 starting in 3, 2, and go. Take your time. Nine. Good. That's 10. You're doing great so far. All right, 15. See, I'm already starting to feel a little bit like my speed is changing here. That's 17. 18. So I got about 5 more seconds. If you're struggling on that last one, you could stop now. Otherwise, relax now. Good. Whew. Okay, so just take about a minute here. Remember, you can always speed things up if you're like, I need a more intense workout today. But my friends that I'm doing this for, Ted and Florenzia, they're over 70 years old. And believe it or not, these guys give me a run for my money. They'd probably be like, Mikey, come on, let's get back on it. But the whole idea here, again, is just doing what's suitable for your body, okay? So if there's any time where you're like, I need to pause, I need to speed things up, do what you got to do. Let's go for the second round. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and they're off. So again, just try to keep your knees behind your shoelaces. If you're doing the stand up and sit down from the chair, then please don't collapse into your chair. Take it down slowly. You want to feel like you're in control the entire time. Good, you're looking good so far. Let's get about 30 more seconds here. Don't forget to smile through it. Whew. Yeah, we got 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Whew. So, quick question. Are you noticing that the speed is changing as you get more and more reps in? If your speed has not changed at all, if you have heavier weights, I'm going to suggest you go heavier on this last set. Remember, it's not just the load that matters, but it's also the fatigue that really completes it. So make sure you are feeling like you're getting a little gassed here. Got third and final round coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and they're off. If you are capped out on the weight of your squats, in other words, you can't go higher than 20, 25 pound, whatever what dumbbells you're using for your heavy weight, then maybe take a little pause at the bottom. Notice what that does before you stand back up. Ha. Inhale down. Beautiful. We've got about 30 more seconds. Just keep hope alive. Oh, I'm breathing like a racehorse here. Luckily, these are our last set of squats. Good, you got 12 seconds. Whew. 5, 4, squeeze one more in. Literally 3, 2, 1, relax. Ooh, very good. Okay, quick TO if you need it. Otherwise, we're going to head down to the ground. We've got bench presses for our next. Now, obviously, I don't have a bench, so a floor press is just as good. But if you have the equipment, you have a bench, please try to utilize it. Just because when you go down, you're going to get a little bit more range was not being obstructed by the floor. Does that make sense? I'm glad it does. All right, team. We start our floor presses in about 10 seconds. Get yourself into position. And again, we got a minute on the clock here. Ready. Go. Seven, 10. So just notice that I'm going at right now. If I was still going at this tempo, 30 seconds, something needs, I either need to increase the weight or I need to maybe take a pause at the bottom, right? There's always things that we can do to manipulate if we have our maximum weight available. I'm starting to feel that little fatigue. My cat's starting to notice it as well too. She's like, dude, you looking. A few more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Very good. Oh man. That was pretty intense, eh? Cool. So 2 rounds of this. We'll get that going in about 30 seconds. Since we're already on the ground, I'm going to encourage you to hold or your water break until we finish these next 2 sets, all right? First, just do a couple of floor angels, back. Good. Shoulder actions, just reaching down. Then let's grab our dummies. $50. Ooh, feel that burn. Ooh, those hydrogen ions. These. That's what's helping us feel the burn. We got less than seconds. 23. 20 seconds remaining. And your last 10. See if you can get 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and that's time. Relax. Whew. Man. Okay. Again, just give your arms a little bit of a shake here. Reach back, stretch. And we got our last little bit here. Again, 1 minute on the clock. Just doing whatever you can. Again, if you feel like by 20 seconds, you're like, Mike, I'm done, then I want you to break a sweat by this third one. That's all you. You gotta increase it. All right, but I trust you. I know you know what you're doing. Ready, set, and last set. One thing I love about my YouTube viewers is that are really taking the for your own self. Get up, open up the tablet, phone, whatever it is. Say, you know what? I need. I'm personally, I feel like I need to. Otherwise, I might just sit on my Tookus and eat pistachio cookies. So again, shout out to you. Got about 25 seconds left. Take. Don't let it sit for too long. We got 10 seconds remaining. 10. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Easy as you set it down. Great job. Whew. Man. How we feeling out there? Fantastic. Okay, so next we're going to be doing some hip thrusts. I would like to do this from more of a bridge pose fashion, but if you want to make it more intense, you can post yourself up against a ball, a chair, but obviously from here you can see that there's more range of motion to lift up. So again, there's just all these little intricate details we can do to make our workout more intense. But if you want to just keep it simple for this first time watching the video and then maybe do it as you repeat watching the video, that's a great idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put right at my hip points. My hands push up. So you want to feel more in that posterior chain. Let's get a minute here and begin. "45. If you really want to make the hamstrings scream, lift up the balls of the feet. Now I know some of you may be saying, Mikey, I really feel this in the front of my thigh. It feels like it's just pulling. Yeah, it is. Anytime you try to straighten up your pelvis area, those are your hip flexors that are getting a stretch there. That's why in yoga we like to do bridge pose, because it's a nice counteract from all the thing we do as human beings living in 2026. 30 seconds to go. 20. Good. We got the last 10. 9. Get 4 more. 4. Is at the top. 3. And 1. Now, one of the biggest things I do want to mention as far as bridging is you don't want to lead with your belly, okay? The belly is just from lifting the hips. Let's say I'm just showing as an example, I'm lifting up my hips, and then I try to force the belly go up too much. That's a lot of compression in my back. So the idea mostly is to just Press, squeeze a little bit more at the top, but it's all coming from your legs and your hips, not your belly. Okay, so you don't want to be able to see your belly as you're pressing up more and more. Okay, all right. Oh, I was getting used to my. Whoop, change that a little bit. Guys, I'm so sorry if the mic went out a little bit. I just noticed. Oy vey. Okay, let's get it going. Another set of bridges, up and down. Go. As you can see, I stacked my two dumbbells here, but I'm still safely holding on to it with my hands because I do not want to crush my face with a dumbbell. So again, make sure you're being safe and only doing what you can hold. Go. We got about 20 seconds left, maybe a little more than that. 20. Good. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gorgeous. Absolutely marvelous, darling. Okay, we got one more set to go. I think I talked a lot on that last recovery, so we're just going to kind of burn through this next one. We'll get it going again in about 20 seconds. Extend the legs out real quick. Do a quick stretch. Then a butterfly, soles of the feet together. And last round coming at you in 5. Start setting up 4. Get ready in 3, 2, 1, begin. Big exhale as you push up. $40. 30. Woo. Again, just notice the change in velocity here. If you're still going the same cadence you were, you need to find something to challenge that. Since this is our last round, what I'm going to encourage is maybe next time you watch this video, save the last 2 rounds for single leggers. So you do 1 round right leg, 1 round left leg. That should definitely help you find the fatigue. Got 20 seconds. 12, 11, 10, 9. Keep going. You got this. 5, 4. Squeeze that last one and you can do it. Yes. Woo, that's what I'm talking about. Whew. All right, friends. If you want to get that little TO again, grab a sip of water. We can pause right here. Okay, the next thing we're going to be doing is some rows. So because we're trying to fit as much as we can in for this little hour, I'm going to actually suggest us doing both arms rowing. Now, if you have anything like a herniated disc or it just doesn't feel the most comfortable to lean over in this position, you could always do a single armer instead. So you'll put opposite hand and knee from the arm that you're rowing, and then just like so, do the single arm row. Okay? Why don't we start with our light weights for this one? I think that'll be a good idea just to ensure that our low back stays safe. And now these are going to be more of a pull apart. So any shoulder injuries out there, especially for people who've had rotator cuff injuries or you just have sensitive shoulders in general, you could do a narrow row instead. Okay? But the idea what I'm trying to execute here is getting our rhomboid muscles. Those are the horizontal ones that go between our shoulder blades. I want to give them some love today too. So not just our lats, but the rhomboids as well. Okay, we got 1 minute on the clock, starting with bent over rows in 3, 2, and begin. Now remember, 1 minute is a long time. You want to make sure that you're pushing your belly towards your spine. That way you don't feel like it's over compressing. That's why I said be very cautious, my friends who have had herniated discs or any kind of low back injury. The moment you start feeling a not so bueno sensation, that's your indicator to get up, maybe do the single arms instead. Beautiful. You're about 15 seconds away. 5, 4, you got it, 3, 2, and that's 1 minute. Whew. Relax. Don't do it. Let your mind just flow through it. Okay. Still got 2 more rounds, so I'm going to leave it up to you. How did your back do on that one? Do you feel safer doing a single arm? Okay, if you do feel safer doing a single arm, you're going to do it more like a narrow grip, and we'll do 1 round for each arm, okay? But if you're still with me on the doubles, then let's get some double action here. Again, maybe starting off with the light weights, and we could always progress into something a little bit more intense. Notice within the first 10 repetitions your speed, and then see what happens after 10. Ready. Get set, and go. Hmm. 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. We got about 15 in the first 20 seconds. We should not be able to get 15 in the next 20 seconds. Should take a little bit more out of us. Should be going maybe at a slower tempo. Don't forget your core. Push the belly in. Good. 20 seconds, guys. Last 15. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2. That's time. Oh, man. Okay. Give a little shake. Right hand behind the head as you pull left. Left behind as you pull right. Good. A little bend, forward bend here. Just, again, spacing out that low back in case it is compressing a bit. All right, guys. Last round. So this is the last round of our major single compound exercises. We're going to go into some more combination stuff in the next one. Now here's another good test. Not just your speed, but how are you breathing right now? If you're not even a little bit winded, we got to do something to change that, okay? Remember, if it doesn't challenge you, it's not going to change you. It's not just with exercise. Sometimes we got to challenge our minds as well. All right, team, here we go. Last round. Begin. Notice I went up to the heavier weight. My body's feeling okay enough to do it. But almost within the first 10 seconds, I'm starting to notice I cannot get to the same repetitions I did with my lesser weight. Remember, it's okay to stand up in between. Just don't do it for too long. Let's go. You got less than 30 seconds. Let's go, Mikey. Come on, man. You're supposed to be leading these guys. They're leading you. Here we go. 15 seconds. Try not to get back up again. You got it. 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Very nice. Whew, man, you guys are crushing it out there. Grab some water. Final timeout for now, but it's all smooth sailing after we finish these combinations. Like I said, we'll do a little bit of abs. You're going to be on your merry way to some avocado toast or maybe a nice protein-filled dinner. Whatever day or time you're doing this workout, make sure you get some good food afterwards. Okay, so what we're going to do next is a reverse lunge to a curl. We'll step one leg back, curl as we come to the front. Step one leg back, curl as we come to the front. Definitely recommend starting with your lighter weights here. We're going to be doing 2 sets for each leg, okay? Now what I would like to do to really challenge us here is to not take breaks. The only time we really break is that beat between changing legs, all right? But the idea here, fatigue these arms. So grab your light dumbbells, stand towards the top of your mat. If you do have a shoulder injury, remember hammer curls might be a safer bet, or you could always add a twist instead. Hitting those different angles is a great thing, so I'm going to be doing the twist if you want to follow me. Stand nice, tall, proud, confident, and begin. So in this sense, we're not going based on time. We're going to go on repetitions. I think 12 is a good number. But if you need more or less, say more or say less. This is 6. 9. Don't forget to really drop that back knee towards the floor as well. And 12. Good. Take a beat. And switch legs. Back, forward. Step, lower, together. Step, lower, together. So find it in a step-by-step process. Try not to do it too fast. 6. 8. 10. 11. And 12. Whew! 24 curls. Lord. All right. Let's take about 20, 30 seconds here. We'll do it again. One final combo, and then we're on to abs. You guys have done the hard part already. Again, this is where it just feels like it's smooth sailing. Maybe after the cardio aspect. Okay, here we go. Ready. Set. Right leg back. Curl up. 3. Good. Try to let those dumbbells come all the way down. You don't want to hold it halfway. 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, take a beat. Left leg in 3, 2, go. 3, 6, 9. This is 10, 2 more. And 12. Very good. Nice job, friends. Okay, so next combination move, tricep kickbacks with a heel raise. So think of it like calf raises combined with the kickbacks. Now, something I see a lot when people do this is as they're doing the calf raises, they seem to want to stand all the way up. I'm going to ask you to refrain from doing that. The reason why is because you have these muscles that are actually behind your calves, and those ones, your soleus muscles, are really great for helping us to balance. And the whole idea for this workout today is to improve those balance muscles. So it's okay if you feel wobbly. It's okay if you feel a little off balance. That's the whole point of this. But if it's getting to a point where you're not able to stay up without collapsing down, or you're not getting your triceps in, then what you can do as an alternative is the dumbbell behind the head and do an extension as you heel raise. Okay? If both of those options are not accessible, just split it up. Do some kickbacks, do some calf raises, try to get about 15 each for 3 rounds. That's what we're going to be doing. Okay, so grab a hold of your light or your heavy dumbbells. The triceps can handle the heavy, trust me, they can. Okay, get yourself into position, so nice little bend in the knees. 3, 2, and go. Now here's where you don't want to overdo it by trying to lift the weights all the way up to the ceiling, right? Not only is that going to throw us off balance, but that's going to dip into our shoulders. So we want to try to keep the upper arm in a fixed position. Just the hinge of your elbow is what's helping you move up and down. Let's go 5, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Pause for a moment. Ooh, lovely weather we're having, eh? Unless you're like doing this video in the middle of winter. Well, it's probably still lovely weather. Remember, weather is what it is. It's you that makes the sun shine. Hey. All right, here we go. I'm off my Mr. Rogers. It's okay. I'm just trying to inspire you. Here we go. The second round and begin. 4, 6, 8. We got 10. Last 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. One more set to go. And okay, only because you inspired me, I'm going to bump up to the heavy boys. Now remember, just because we're going heavier doesn't mean we're going to just automatically chop the reps in half or say, okay, let's do 5 less. I want you to be authentic and genuine where you say, you know what? I'm honestly feeling it. I don't think I could do 2 or 3 more, okay? As soon as you get to that space, you're more than welcome to stop before 15, okay? If you are not there, you're like nowhere even near there, I need you to add an extra 5, okay? So again, I'm just here as a guide, but you got to be the one that really, really makes it happen and executes, right? Here we go, team. Last round. 1. 6, 8, 9. Oh man. 10. I'm feeling it. But I still got some juice in me, and I know you do too. Let's see if we could do 3 more, right? 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Put those dumbbells away. We don't need them anymore. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Okay. But you're not quite out of the woods yet. Remember, we got a little bit of abs. We're going to take a lot of time to stretch. And then I think we could call it a day for our workout. What do you think? All right. That was my little Dora the Explorer. So we're just going to change camera. Whoops. So I'm just changing camera 2 here so that you can get a better idea of me on the ground. But let's find our way onto our backs now, okay? All right, so we're going to kind of make this one also a fatiguing exercise. We're going to do 3 rounds upper abs, 3 rounds lower abs, 2 rounds of combination, and we'll end with a forearm plank. So when you're ready, set your feet up in position, hands behind the head, 30 seconds of crunches. Ready, set, begin. Remember to keep your elbows wide, eyes on the ceiling. You're not pulling your skull, you're just supporting your skull. Let's get 10 more seconds. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Relax. Drop your knees side to side. Now, if that felt too easy, you can always bring your feet up for the next one. Try to ensure that your low back stays on the ground, though, okay? So you don't want that curve. You don't want to feel like an army of ants can crawl underneath in your lumbar, okay? I am going to accept the challenge that you're putting out there for me, friends. And we got second round. Ready, set, crunch. $20. 10. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Oh, why do I do these things to myself? I must be a masochist or something. Okay, now I think I may actually stay at challenge number 2, where we just keep the feet up and the knees at 90. The third option for a challenge is to extend your legs straight up in the air and do some crunches here, okay? So you're already engaging your hip flexors, you're already engaging some of those low abs. This is just the combination if you feel up for it. Today might not be that day, and that's okay. There's nothing in the rulebook that says you can't watch this video 5 more, 100 times more, and then see how you progress, right? Let's try the challenge. Ready, set, begin. Oh yeah, maybe not today for me, guys, so I'm going to bend the knees. I'm just trying to keep it real with you. We got 20 seconds left. Remember not to tuck your chin. You've got a lemon underneath your chin. Please don't squeeze the lemon. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Upper abs checked off. We can complete it. And now it's time for the lower. So let's start off with reverse crunches, kicking our legs out and in. If you need extra support, when you put your thumbs kind of underneath your sit bones here, you'll notice that when you lift the legs up, it helps eliminate that curve in your low back. A lot of the people complain about their low back hurting whenever they do reverse crunches. Usually it's because without any support, if you could see how my back's already kind of curving, the moment it goes out, I may push my belly out and curve even more, and we want to avoid that from happening. So your low back needs to stay in as close contact with the ground as it can. If that feels like it's too much doing both legs at the same time, just start with me, doing one at a time. Ready, set, begin. $20. 12, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Guys, believe it or not, you're so close to the finish line here, so just please keep it up. Keep this magic alive. Okay, I'm going to ask you to challenge yourself by doing both legs at the same time. If you feel like I'm pushing you too much, revert back to what we did in round 1. Ready, set, begin. $20. 12. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2. You guys are on fire, and I hope those bellies are too. 2 thumbs up. Okay, quick butterfly. And of course, as a bigger challenge, if you want to go legs straight up and down, you could keep the legs straight the entire time. I'm going to do a few of those with you guys, but then I'm going to probably go back to the reverse crunches, all right? Well, we'll see how it feels, right? The main idea, again, is just to be as real with yourself as you can be. If you guys can't keep it real with yourselves, you can't expect to be real or anyone else to be real with you, all right? So just put out what you want back. Ready, set, and go. $20. Don't let your ego get in the way. If you start feeling like it's too intense, just get back to square one or square two. You got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Whew. Man, you guys are crushing it. Really proud of you. Now, we're going to get down into the very nitty gritty. The combination abs, opposite shoulder to knee. Now, the reason I say opposite shoulder to knee is because it seems whenever I say opposite elbow, people start to pull their elbows in and they're trying so hard to get their elbow to touch their knee that it actually takes away from the efficiency of their core, and they just start pulling on the neck, start rounding in the shoulders just to get up. That's us cheating it. If we really want to try to get closer, we have to use our belly to actually lift up, okay? So let's do 2 rounds, first starting with a march, and if that's too easy, keep your legs up. Do bicycle crunches instead. Ready, set, begin. All the way down, then all the way up. Remember, more range of motion means more change in the ocean. 20. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Okay, this is it, guys. Literally, I know I've been saying that for like 20 minutes now, but I'm telling you, this is it. This is the grand finale. So I think we should all try to challenge ourselves a little extra here. Let's all try to finish up with some bicycle crunches. Bringing our feet up, hands behind the head. The last 30 seconds of gain, and go. Only kick the legs out as far as you could handle, okay? 20. 12. 11. 10. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. You did it. Woo-wee. Butterfly, feet together, knees apart. Reach your arms back, stretch. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Guys, I totally forgot. We got to end it with a forearm plank. What was I thinking? Okay, flip on over to those bellies. Aha, see? Life threw you some lemons, but I hope you're making limoncello from it. Let's go ahead onto the belly, onto our forearms. Ready, set, and up. Whew. So I promise now, this is the final finale. Oh, I think I'm the fitness instructor that leads people to having trust issues, and I don't blame them at all. Let's do 30 more seconds. Make sure you're pushing the ground with your fists and your forearms. You're pulling those heels back. We want to incorporate the entire body. Let's go 25 more seconds. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2. That's it. No more games, no more pop quizzes, no more tricks. Child's pose. Excellent. From here, we're going to slide out onto our tummy and do a Sphinx pose. I want you to really try to lift your chest through the arms so you feel the abdominal muscle stretching. Then look over your left shoulder, look over your right. Come back to the center, start to lower your head down. You can use your hand as a pillow as you grab a hold of the left foot. And then focus on trying to push the button towards the ground here. If you feel like to your side. And then switch. Excellent. And then we're going to roll over onto our back. Quick bridge pose, pressing our hips up. You have the option to lock the fingers behind you. And just start to slow down your breathing. Start to lessen the stress in the facial muscles around your jaw. It's slowly coming down. Bring the knees into your chest. And you could keep those knees going in towards your shoulders, maybe a little bit wider. Or if you'd like to do a happy baby, you could grab the outsides of your feet, soles of the feet facing the ceiling. Good. Then let's do a figure four, right ankle over the left knee. And gently pulling our left thigh in. If it feels really tight here, you could always set your foot down to kind of start and just push the right knee away. Two more deep breaths. Excellent. And then we'll switch sides. So maybe just start with the foot on the ground, then opposite left knee over the right, and then you could start to pull it in. You guys who have been watching my videos for a while know that this left side is exponentially tighter for me, so I try to be as mindful as I can to not force it and be exactly like the right. And that's one of the other ways that we can always honor our body too, right? Is that we don't force it to do something that it's not prepared for. We don't force it to do something that is dangerous simply for our ego. I mean, we have to remember that even our bodies are not totally symmetrical. I believe it's the right lung that's actually larger than the left. And while some people might be like, "Oh my God, does that mean something's wrong?" No, it has its purpose for that. So just remember that your body has purpose, and it's always best to just stick to that purpose. So if you're exponentially tighter on one side, that's probably the purpose of learning to grow patiently. And my cat is back. She's like, "Dad, you're talking too much. Shut up and stretch." Right, let's go ahead, release. Place one hand on top of each knee, circle them apart and together. We'll bring the left knee in, right leg out, and do a twist across the body. And then switch. Excellent. Easy as we come back to the center. Let's safely get ourselves up to a standing position. Just a couple more stretches here, and then I promise I'm going to send you on your way. First one we're going to do is find ourselves a wall. Yeah, let's use wall over here. We're going to place our right forearm and elbow and then step into the other room or just twist away from the wall. You want to think right where your shoulder connects to your chest, your pectoralis minor. That's what's getting stretched. Let's switch it up. So friends, what if you do this workout maybe 3 times a week, maybe 4 times a week, I really hope that you'll notice the changes in your body, in your stamina, not just the physical appearances, but the performance as well. Let's easy come off. Give it a little shake. One arm across the body as we pull. Other as we pull. Excellent. Big inhale, circle it up. Then hinging forward all the way down to your toes. Keep a slight bend in the knees. And then just imagine you have a crane on your sacrum lifting it up to the sky. And then slowly rolling ourselves up. Do, 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 do. Hands on the bottom as we push forward. Ladies and gentlemen, give yourself a big round of applause. Again, I want to give a big shout out to my friends Ted and Florenzia just for paving the way on what it means to live a long, healthy life. The fact that you're really putting yourselves out there just to get better with your height. But again, just life in general, I think it's a really good inspiration for the rest of us. Remember, for the rest of you, when life gives you lemons, make limoncello. And I feel like I gotta flex this a little bit, but I'm making my own limoncello, sitting out there, and I hope you'll do the same. Okay? All right, until next time, friends. Take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.